Hey, Travis!
What?
Wake up, buddy.
I'm awake.
Yeah, it's time. We've put it off long enough for this week, but it's time for the UGO podcast here in Austin, baby! Woo!
Man, I thought I took a vacation from that.
Yeah, no. What are you talking about? It's always a vacation with me. It's always.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man, it's always a party. Yeah, that's right. Me, and who's partying? Why, it's me, Nick, the Merc with a mic, and my fellow unapologist,
Travis.
And we are in Austin, Texas right now.
We haven't melted yet.
We have not melted. We kept that sunscreen up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We treated ourselves like vampires, so we managed to save it.
No, you treated yourself like a vampire. I just kind of let it spray off.
Just let it, I was wearing the get-up, the Caliban get-up from Logan.
We had to go stop and get some toilet paper for you.
Yeah, and we're down here for Anime Austin, and that's, we're gonna be getting we already got some interviews and stuff like that, but that's gonna be going up next week. Mm-hmm. But in the meantime, we're just gonna rap about Austin, because we came down for the week.
We did.
And, man,
it's been a week.
It's been a week. What a week it's been. And, yeah, how are you liking it?
It's great. I mean, we've met so many cool people that we've at least know of or talked to before, just only online. Mm-hmm. So it's always nice to actually meet them in person. Yeah,
and that's going to be spread out over the next couple months, as well as collaborations, some interviews and stuff like that with the lovely people from oneofus.net, where we talked with the We Are Era guys. Yep. We did a commentary for them. We're not sure when that will go up. We'll have to coordinate with them.
Yeah, figure
it out. But we did more watching Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's fun. That's a good time. Those are fun guys too.
They're
real fun. I wish I would have seen more of them, but you know, they had to work, and we had to go do some other stuff during the day.
Right.
So.
I did end up going onto their podcast. So
you did.
You can listen to that.
Talk some E3 stuff.
We did.
Yeah, that should go up next week, I think, is when they update. Probably Monday? I don't know. But yeah, keep an eye out on their network. They have their own show now on iTunes, I think.
Okay.
We Are Air on iTunes, yeah. But I also did another commentary for Deep Blue Sea, which was great. It was fantastic. I love that movie. And I did that with Chris Cox of oneofus.net. And for his, what he calls, highly suspect reviews. So, that's really nice. I like it. I think he even calls the regulars he has on it to the unusual suspects.
Nice.
Very cool.
Well, it seemed like you kind of had a theme last night, movie-wise, at least.
Yeah, because right after, he was going to catch a screening for 47 Meters Down. Mm-hmm. And so I tagged along, and I actually did a review for that. That one's up and available right now that you can listen to. Full of just a lot of shark puns. Lot of fish puns in there.
I mentioned it's not pretty.
It's a well, you know, once someone starts, it's hard.
You can't stop.
You can't stop. I get competitive.
You're like a shark. You have to keep moving.
No, I gotta keep moving. I gotta keep, cause I need the puns to fly over my gills so I can continue to live and thrive. But, yeah, it's been a blast. We caught a Double Toasted show, the Double Toasted guys.
We did.
I've talked about on here a couple times, I think. And yeah, I've called it on their show, and we finally caught one, and we promoted the anime convention, so that was really cool. And it was your first time seeing them, and we were all laughing pretty hard.
Yeah,
those guys are fun.
They are fun.
They are. If you think we have a lack of a filter, man, you should catch one of Corey's shows.
Oh yeah. We also gave Corey a gift.
We did give him a gift. Leticia Figueroa of Nerd by Design, that did our art pinups, our male pinups. We gave him a gift, similarly of, him dressed up as, Training Day, his, Alonzo from Training Day. And, yeah, that was cool. The only downside is that at first I was just like, no, she just drew Denzel Washington. Oh, no, wait. No, Corey really does look like Denzel. But yeah, that was a fun time. We'll be doing an interview with the high score guys probably tomorrow. Okay. So hopefully that'll happen too.
Not that our listeners have any idea what tomorrow is, but
yeah, but that'll go up. Well, none of these you won't be listening to these. We're gonna have to spread those out over the next couple episodes.
Right.
So it's good stuff though. You can't give it all at once. It's crazy.
It's like candy.
Yeah,
only take one at a time.
And yeah, we've eating up some good food.
Yeah, we went to Alamo Draft House.
Alamo
twice.
Draft House. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Thank you, because I wanted to mention. Wow. Alamo Draft House. If there's one thing in this town that makes me want to move and like live here, it's Alamo fucking Draft House, where they come in and it's a serious like no fucking talking.
Yeah.
We will kick you out, no refunds.
You can actually put up an order card to basically kick somebody else out if they're bothering you.
You basically, they give you a Coliseum thing of like the thumb up or down. It's just like, no, that woman with the screaming baby, feed her to the fucking tigers. And, they serve food there. I had some fried pickles. They serve fucking alcohol.
Yep.
Which is rad. And then they have,
the pre-screening.
Oh my god. Their pre-screenings are so much better than any other fucking theater. You know that bullshit, like, pre-screening, like, movie trivia that everyone knows or whatever? This one had, like, every fucking movie that ever had a mummy in it.
Because we went to go see the Mummy, and let's face it, the Alamo Draft House was better than that movie.
There's a reason we're talking. There's a reason we're talking more about that about the Alamo Draft House than the Mummy, because the Mummy's fucking stupid and it sucks. But I don't know. The atmosphere is great. That pre-show was fucking amazing with all the different mummy stuff. That was the worst part, is that my favorite mummy segment is in the movie The Mummy was the Brendan Fraser clip that they showed. And, we got to see a music video of a mummy rap with Billy D. Williams in it.
Yep. We saw that.
Out of fucking nowhere. What? Amazing. Just simply, perfect. And, we've been hitting up some good food places. The barbecue here is really good. We had Black's Barbecue, and, man, you had a lean brisket, and that shit tasted fine. And I just thought, like, man, what if there was some fucking fat on this? It's crazy good food here.
I realize we're close to, the border, but you cannot throw a dart without hitting a taco stand around here. Like, they are everywhere.
And we went out drinking with the double toasted guys.
Yeah.
And Travis got drunk.
Oh, please.
It's assumed that I'm drunk, but I've never seen you that drunk before. Like, the most you ever get is, like, buzzed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess it helped that you didn't have to buy, like, half of them.
Having someone pay for my drinks helps. It does.
Yeah. I know how that feels. And we partied with Corey Coleman and his fiance, Miss Mia, and a couple of her friends, that were around. And I like how, like, when Corey shows up, like most of her dude friends, like, they just scatter like rats, like, just like, oh shit, she's here, we gotta stop and just like and leave. We I don't remember their names, but I remember them as Handshake Guy and then Brown Thunder.
Yeah.
And or Humongous Penis from later, because he was like this fucking trying to say how big, like, oh, you know what's really bad about having a big penis? Like, he was humble bragging like a motherfucker.
Which is funny because he was being like cradled.
He's so tiny. The man was fucking hobbit sized. He was a tiny guy. And so that was fun. That ended up
at IHOP, where every drunken round does.
Oh yeah, that's a pretty. I kind of like it. I like the different paths you walk in life. You always stumble into an IHOP at the end. It's
or a Denny's, depending on how you're doing.
Depending on a Denny's, depending on your location. So that was cool. What else did we do?
Well, we also texted Kyle at 3 a.m. telling him that we were drunk. I mean, to be fair, Kyle was probably awake at that time. He works late night, so it didn't matter.
Anyway, we did text with him about pancakes, I think. I went out partied with Patience from the 47 Meter Down review. We went out for a drink or two or five afterwards, and she didn't tell me that we were going to the bar her husband like manages.
That just explains it explains the very big tip you're going to leave the cleaning crew for our hotel.
Woo! Okay, and then we drank during the Deep Blue Sea commentary. I drank a little bit, but like only like one glass of bourbon. And you know, like an actual like small glass, so like it wasn't it wasn't crazy. I sipped on it like the whole review. I'm like, I want to feel buzzed, like to have fun, but I want to keep coherent and not like slur words. So I'm like, okay, yeah, this is it. And then the 47 meters down one, I paid for everybody because I wanted to say thank you, and then Patience bought me a Lone Star, the local drink here, and that was pretty bad. I'm sorry if any Lone Star fans, but I'm not a big beer guy to begin with, and this wasn't particularly good. But I sipped on it, and then we stuck whiskey in as well. Somebody did. I don't know who it was. But me and Patience made a drinking game out of how many times Mandy Moore breathes like super like and so we were having a good time.
Yeah, I bet.
So when we hit the bar and I realized that I'm not paying for any more drinks tonight at all, and so I ate crickets. So that
why?
Someone had them. I don't know. Someone had them and was like, "Here, eat them." And I was like, "Sure." They're not very good either. I had a bunch of Mike and Ike's too because the theater there they have like this dispenser, like it's like a coffee dispenser. They shut down a cup, and then you can select in the menu like where you want to fill out the cup.
Okay.
Like yeah, so it's like costs $4, but you can like get a cup full of like a bunch of different like candy and shit. Like they have M&Ms, Mike and Ike's, like Starburst are in there. And I couldn't like I might have been a little inebriated at that point too, because I was just like I didn't even realize you could mix the fucking candies together. So I just get this big fuck off cup of just like Mike and Ike's.
Of course you did. No, you probably do that sober.
So yeah, so the rest of the drinking night, I'm carrying this big cup around with me during the movie. I have it with me, feeding it to everybody. I'm taking it to the review. I had it around. I took it to the bar and shared it with all those people. It was like a never ending cup of like, it was an everlasting gobstopper of fucking Mike and Ike's.
All right.
And it led to many jokes about the ratios of Mike's to Ike's.
Of course.
Which I felt like, yeah, that was inevitable. Yeah, so her husband Carlos, he's a gem. He drove us back.
Okay, good. At least somebody did.
Yeah, and I blew into it. They have a breathalyzer there. Yeah, which is actually pretty cool. Like, yeah, that way you know, like, hey, I'm good to drive. And like no, and then like you know, kind of like someone will like go prove it. You know, that's probably pretty smart.
Yeah.
So someone told me to go blow in it. And so I did, and I think I was 0.111 by the time we left.
Wow.
Yeah, and and I don't know if it registered the last shot I took, which was like 2 minutes before that. So, yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
They were entertained by my Don Knotts impression. Christopher Walken made an appearance. I did the Mickey Mouse, Minnie Mouse sex thing. They got a kick out of that. So I had a captive audience, which led to more free drinks. So I got back to the hotel, and I immediately know I'm in front of the room. I'm like,
because let's just mention to the audience that at this time I was actually recording with the We Are Air guys, and they decided they were cutting out for the night. John had to do something else, so we were just like, well, we'll just call it quits. So I got back to the apartment, to our hotel at around 11 or so. I'm just like, gotta stay up for a little bit, then I fell asleep.
And so I can only imagine at like fucking 3 a.m. in the morning.
No, it was actually not a little past 1, I think.
Oh, cool. Cause I had no idea when it fucking was.
No, cause you fell asleep in the bathroom at 3 a.m.
Yes, I did. Cause I got in here and I was like, I immediately said, cause I'm like, oh shit, I can't stealth in here. I got no wherewithal to stealth in here. So I'm just gonna have to cannonball in here and try and make it to the bed or whatever and fucking like, and get ready. And so I get in here and like the first thing I say is like, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Avert your eyes. So that I hit up the bathroom and I get ready and I'm fine. And then I hit the bed, but then I get up and I go into the bathroom and I throw up once. I sit down because I need to do some business on the other end, and then I threw up again, and then I don't. I also remember moaning like a stuck animal,
and crying.
I'm pretty sure I was crying. Tears were shed, and then I don't remember what happened, but I'm pretty sure I made it out of the bathroom at some point after a nap. And then I hit the floor, from what you were saying.
Yes. You fell asleep on the floor at the foot of your bed.
At the foot. Okay, so I didn't quite make it, but then at some point I did get up and make it because I did wake up in my bed, and I didn't have any clothes on whatsoever. So,
yeah, I didn't do that.
No, okay, cool.
No, I was not touching that.
No, it's alright if you would. I trust you, you know.
No,
sure.
I was just waiting for you to learn your lesson. So I was basically, the only thing I did that whole entire night was turn the water off because I didn't want to waste it.
Damn, dude.
Hey.
I did leave the water on though.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it was a horror show. I threw up our Pete and Terry's burger. Yeah, could see some of that chunks in it there, so that was
I'm sure our listeners are just loving this.
I have never been that fucking sick before.
And
I've been that drunk before, I think. No, wait, I've never actually...
I don't think so.
You know what? I've never actually...
Not since I've been with you drinking.
You know what? I don't think I've ever actually blacked out a certain point. And I did black out in the bathroom. So you know what? No, I've never been that drunk before. So yeah.
And what lesson have we learned from this?
I shouldn't switch whiskeys?
No.
To?
Buying your own drink stops you from actually getting wasted.
Man,
money talks.
It's really easy to manage your alcoholism when you're poor because you just can't afford it.
No. And who's gonna get drunk off PBRs? Come on.
Oh yeah, we got drunk and we were watching like fucking Scary Movie 2 and just like making fun of it like the whole time. It was a good time. I ain't gonna lie. I had a lot of fun before the bathroom incident. So that's cool. And I'm actually glad that I forgot that part. Like, you know what? That part can stay in my buried recesses of memories.
And listeners, just wait till I put the recording up.
Oh no! Oh man, I actually recorded some of us drunk at IHOP.
Yeah, you did.
Too. Yeah. I haven't listened to that, but I can only imagine. Like, it's just, I don't think it's as coherent. Like, you always think of like, man, I was so funny. Like, I was making everybody laugh, and you'll probably listen to it later. Like, I can't even understand what the fuck I'm saying.
It's because they'll laugh at shiny objects.
But yeah, man, it's a super fun time, and I'm sure we'll go into it more, as during our next episode where the Anime Austin, talking with some of the other Austin people in our next episodes. And, you know what? I'm gonna stick on this episode, I think I will stick on the TV dudes.
Alright.
Yeah, we're gonna stick on, the TV dudes, playing our TV pitch game. Yeah. So that's, we'll cut to that at the end of this episode, so that'll be great. But first, we gotta do the news. Should we get into the news then?
Sure, what's up?
Okay. So, first up, we gotta talk about, Adam West.
Yes.
Adam West. So, Batman, he is no more. He passed away at the age of 88. So that's sad.
Man, that actually happened quite a while ago now. We were kind of behind.
We recorded on Thursday and it happened Friday. It happened Friday night, so we're really behind. But, yeah, so that's really sad. And, from what I understand, a really nice guy. You gotta respect that he did the Shatner thing of embracing his character.
Oh yeah.
And he played himself on, Family Guy all the time.
He played Catman. On Fairly Odd Parents.
That was pretty good. Yeah, he played even, I think there was a Kim Possible episode where he played a parody of himself. My favorite one was probably the Grey Ghost episode of Batman, the animated series, where Batman has to team up with his hero that inspired Batman, which was the Grey Ghost. It was the movie that he was seeing when his parents got shot. And they got Adam West to voice him, and it was just like, fuck yeah, that's super cool. But he actually did finish his work on the Caped Crusaders sequel. Oh. Remember the animated film we watched a while back?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, which is, so at least that got done, so we...
Yeah, at least one more with him.
We got one more Batman outing with him to look forward to, which is cool because I liked the Return of the Caped Crusaders.
That was fun.
I liked that one a lot. So yeah,
those bittersweet things to watch, though.
C. Robert Carhill, also another local Wisconsinite that we weren't able to talk to, did a post up on Twitter, showing Burt Ward, as Robin just waiting, by the bat phone and just having it ring constantly and waiting. And I was just like, damn! Dark, but appropriate. Apparently Los Angeles is gonna be, doing their own tribute by making an actual fucking bat signal, to show there. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know how it would actually work because you need actual cloud cover and but it would be cool to see it I guess it's going to be in City Hall Tower. Yeah, so that's pretty neat. And then I miss that guy already. He was always a crack up anytime he was on making fun of himself on a show somewhere else. It was always a really fun, oh my god, they got Adam West to do this, and it was always a fun thing to make you smile. And yeah, so I'm gonna miss that guy. To keep it to the DC camp, Wonder Woman still kicking ass in the box office. Kicked the shit out of the Mummy.
That's deserved.
Especially with that ending, right?
Oh god.
How that ends. Yeah, well, we won't go into it, but yeah, and it also it set a record for the smallest Friday to Friday box office drop, since Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man, yep. So it is sticking in strong. It's got repeat business.
So I'm pretty sure people think the same thing we were let's tell DC something.
Yep. So
let's tell them this is what we want.
No, that's good. I like it. We got, let's see, Duke Nukem and Borderlands are getting movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like, Duke Nukem, don't care. Borderlands, I like movies. I
love it. I love it. He's like that Homer sketch that's Duke Nukem, that's good. Oh, that's bad. And Borderlands, that's good. Are getting movies, that's bad.
Yep, that was my reaction.
That's good. Can I go home? Yeah, but I guess, I guess Gearbox is gonna be making the move to make their own video game adaptations to join the likes of the Resident Evil franchise. The new Tomb Raider movie that's coming out, fucking Rampage is coming out. They're still doing that fucking Uncharted movie. But now he's gonna be a kid, he's gonna be Tom Holland. I don't know, dude.
Okay, whatever.
Whatever. I don't mean to seem to be a downer, but these...
Well, we already watched the best video game movie.
And we did. And when you realize that Mortal Kombat is the best video game movie, it's a little sad. Yeah. But, I do like that movie. Check out the review, check out the commentary coming soon. Yeah, so I don't know, because, the Telltale series for Borderlands, that shows that can work. That you can have a group of characters that don't even need to be the main characters and have a fun time in it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of just a crazy world. And
will they do that?
I can see a movie in that. You don't even have to base it off of any of the main characters. I mean, I would make the Vault Hunters even kind of like they are in the Telltale series, where they're
almost monsters.
Monsters that show up and just fuck shit up every once in a while. And they're forces of nature. Duke Nukem, I'm just it was cute for a minute, this post-ironic, action movie bullshit. No one wants that
unless
anymore.
They get Arnold Schwarzenegger to somehow play him.
It's, maybe. I don't know. What we do Nukem? What's his character name? No, he was Dutch in Predator. I was trying to think of who Duke was. Are you in a gambling mood, Travis?
Depending, I guess.
Well, you can now officially gamble on whether or not Luke is Rey's father. Apparently there are betting pools open right now. So offshore MyBookie has placed odds on Luke being Rey's father, though they will surely change between now and the movie's December premiere. Right now, no is a small favorite at 130. Yes, currently as an even odds. But apparently Marky Hamill himself even got in on this, where he put out a tweet like, I could make a fortune on betting on this, but I better remember to use a pseudonym.
Oh, what a dick!
Man, Mark Hamill, he's a funny guy.
He's funny.
He is a quick-witted, real fun guy. And I know, like, we forget, like, because we just don't see him on camera as much anymore. But he's getting some more work now. So. I really like. This is not the first time he's kind of gotten in on the whole snarky little remarks.
I know what you don't.
Yeah. He's always been really cute about that. And E3 was this week.
Yeah,
and the We Are Air guys talked about it a little bit. If you want more of our thoughts or Travis's thoughts, you can go over there and check out their thing. I just want to mention a couple of things that I'm excited about. You know, the Spider-Man game looked pretty rad. I really liked it. Some people are worried about the quick-timey stuff, but, like, it's made by Insomniac. They basically, they put some Ratchet and Clank elements in there. Yeah. Like, and something like that, because some of that is, like, you do that in Ratchet and Clank, right? I like the fucking Batman Arkham Asylum combat system. It totally fits with Spider-Man. I don't care that people are like, it's just Batman. I'm like, that's perfect. That's fine.
Because that still works.
Do that. Do exactly that thing. As far as new games, Nintendo kind of brought it with some new announcements and stuff where there's like not one but two Metroid games I'm hearing.
Well, I think the DS one's a remake.
Oh, okay. But there is a new one in the works.
Yes, yeah. But it's not. There's nothing actually about it except for the name.
And we got a console Pokemon game
eventually.
And so we got the trailer for Mario Odyssey, where Mario is now a possessing odd job, I guess, because he can throw his hat at people and possess them.
Not just people, animals and cars too.
That is super weird.
Yeah.
I did like the T-Rex scene, because it was just like, Yoshi can kiss my ass. Rawr. Did anything else really catch your fancy that you saw?
Well, I saw a trailer for Ni no Kuni too, so I'm like, nice. Yay.
Alright. We probably got to do a Let's Play of that A Way Out game, that co-op thing.
Yes, definitely. Actually, I basically promised the We Are Air guys that, because they're like, we just don't know if we'll play that game. Like, good, we will. Yeah. And you can watch us do it then.
Yeah, because we're totally gonna play. That's right up our alley. Yeah. We love the couch co-op. Hopefully it'll come back a little bit more. You know, like inspire. Like, hey, remember how couch co-op used to be pretty fun? And then we had the EA had brought Battlefront 2, which is pretty cool. I like that they're finally putting a story in, and that they were kind of like basically just apologizing, like, we're sorry. And the DLC is going to be free.
Yep. This whole entire game is one big apology for the first one.
Good for you. But I don't want to be too hard on them, because they did do the thing that I wish more companies would do, which is listen to criticism and then fix their shit the next time round. So I thought it was a really interesting E3.
Well, we also saw, Anthem.
Oh yeah, Anthem. I forgot. Anthem's interesting, because I don't know, the MMO thing is throwing me. The footage that they showed was really compelling. It looks super fun. The jetpacking thing, that's neat.
Apparently also in-engine, according to sources.
Yeah, I like the procedural, like, worlds, that they look pretty neat. I guess this is what Andromeda probably was supposed to be. and they did this instead, which was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of an FU to Mass Effect fans.
It's, if you didn't want to do a Mass Effect game, if you wanted to shove it off to a fucking subsidiary, to have them run it while you work on the game you actually want.
You want Obsidian to do it?
Yeah, and it's like, I'm like, okay, then just don't make one. Just make one when you have an idea, when you feel ready to make one.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? I don't want a lackluster Mass Effect game. It's like, I want something on the level of the first three, the trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anything else at E3 that we want to talk about?
Well, we checked out that Fortnite game.
Oh yeah, the Dungeon Defenders kind of thing.
Yeah, it was zombies.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like one we might do a Let's Play of.
Yeah, I thought it was really fun looking. I liked it quite a bit. Yeah, and with that, I kind of out of news.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm fresh
E3
out.
was kind of the big news of the week.
Yeah, everything did drop.
It's kind of,
E3,
our religious holiday for gamers.
Yeah, so yeah, and I would do like a whole more in-depth thing on it, but I don't want to just repeat what you probably already said on We Are Air. So I'll let that breathe. But yeah, I thought it was really interesting. Anyway, should we take a break and we'll come back with the trailer talk?
Sure.
Great. We'll be back with our regularly scheduled programming right after this.
J Squad.
Welcome back to the UGO podcast, and we are ready to talk some trailers, aren't we, Travis?
Uh-huh.
All right, and well, we gotta talk about the big one.
Oh, yeah.
Because this little bastard dropped fucking Friday.
Because they love you.
Friday, and then, of course, we're talking about Black Panther.
Of course.
And, yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it.
All right.
Because, I'm super excited.
Tell me something. What do you know about Wakanda? It's a third world country. Textiles, shepherds, cool outfits. All a front. Explorers have searched for it. Called it El Dorado. They looked for it in South America. But it was in Africa the whole time. I'm the only one who's seen it and made it out alive.
Fuck you.
I can see you. The world is changing. Soon, there will only be the conquered and the conquerors. Step into the spotlight. You are a good man. Step into the spotlight. It's a good heart. And it's hard for a good man to be a king.
Woo!
That was sexy.
Okay. I'm gonna make it. I've watched this trailer a lot.
I bet.
Oh man. And Travis is absolutely right. This is a sexy trailer. Like, once it drops that music beat in the back, and you're like, oh fuck yeah. It gives the movie this sense of attitude. Like, fuck you. This is a black superhero movie. There's basically almost like, there's like one white dude in it.
He's the villain.
And he's the villain. And you don't like that? Then fuck off. And yeah, and I'm just really blown away by how good the fucking suit looks and how he moves in it. Like he does the fucking, jungle scene where he's kicking the shit out of those mercenaries. And I'm like, this is like way better Batman. This is exactly Batman shit.
Yeah.
And only I don't hate it, and he doesn't yell Martha at the end of it. And
Right.
so that's cool. I love that he dents the fucking car because he's got the suit gives him like that exerted strength. The bullets just bounce right off him or whatever. We got Michael B. Jordan coming in. And did you see his number? The guy on his right is number 2. Is the guy from Get Out?
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember hearing that.
Yes, and he is so cool. I love to see those guys getting more work. And yeah, I did see a post going like, "Hey, Michael B. Jordan's now doing the Chris Evans thing of being in a shitty Fantastic Four movie and then finally becoming a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe."
Oh, so whatever it takes, I guess.
Yeah. Actually, I wonder how much Martin Freeman is in it, because I did like him in Civil War as this little douche of a. He was a part of S.H.I.E.L.D. or some government, maybe another government agency. I know Forrest Whitaker's in there. I didn't quite catch him in it though. Yeah, and I think
Lupita Nyong'o's in it.
Mm-hmm.
We're actually gonna see her face.
Yeah. Oh, she's playing. Damn it, who's she playing? Nakia, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Who's that again? Man, I don't even know.
I think that's one of his bodyguards, maybe?
Is it one of her? I don't remember who she's... Yeah, I don't remember who she is specifically. But Chadwick Boseman, he's looking on point, and his... the costumes in this fucking movie, man, they look really cool.
Yeah, they do. Like
this updated kind of what if... what if there was just this certain... I kind of like the concept of what if there was a certain segment of Africa that was just closed off to the outside world for years or decades, and they just advanced to super advanced stuff outside of us, and there's no, you are the savage culture, and we're the ones that got our shit together. I kind of like that. We don't really have a sense of the story so far, but I'm guessing it probably has something to do with political turmoil from his father dying in Civil War.
Right, he's got to go establish him being the king.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's probably got to have some rules. He probably have some contention with Michael B. Jordan, who I think is playing the bad guy, and his probably feels maybe he's challenging him for leadership or something like that.
Well, Michael B. Jordan's character is named Eric Killmonger. So I'm not 100% sure if he's the villain or not.
Killmonger.
But it's just a hunch.
Because Assault McBackstab was taken.
It's already taken.
Damn it. That has got to be the best fucking villain name, Killmonger. Yeah, I gotta say the action in this movie, it looks cool. It's got the similar type of scene with him in the flipping over the car he did in Civil War.
Yep.
I like how it looks. And I do like the fact that we do only get snippets, but I kind of like it because this movie's gonna have some off the chain fucking action sequences in it.
Well, this one's just a teaser, right?
This one's just a teaser.
Yeah.
This is just a tease. So, yeah, in case we haven't stressed it enough, that soundtrack, boy.
Oh, that's awesome.
It sells it so hard. And even at that end there, where it's got that din, 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 oh.
Much better than the Wonder Woman theme they keep slaying.
Fuck those electric cello or whatever the hell it is. No, this is more my speed. So yeah, I'm really, really excited for this movie.
Yeah.
The first movie with a black main cast, a black director. It's I don't know. I think it's super, super cool and feels very different from a lot of the other Marvel stuff. You know?
Well, it's not in New York.
No, well, it's in a totally new location. But even not even Africa. It's since it's such an advanced fantasy, I feel like it's more closer to Asgard or fucking than
or something Doctor Strange would find.
Yeah, than anything else. It might as well be set on an alien planet with all the different look at all the different clothes we wear and all the different hierarchy and all that shit. So yeah, super excited for that. Should we hop in our next one?
Sure, what's up next?
I think it is Death Day. I believe is what it's called.
Okay. Death Day?
Yeah. Let me just make sure while you're looking it up. But I caught this actually when we went to go see the movie we went to go see 47 Meters Down last night. It is Happy Death Day.
All right.
Yeah. All right, ready?
Yep, let's watch
go.
it.
Oh, hey, you're up.
Am I in a dorm room?
Yeah, I folded your pants for you.
Great.
Dude, did you hit that or what?
Stop global warming.
You sneaky little biatch. Maybe you should switch to water next time. Super helpful. Don't be late to party tonight.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh my god, you're such a bitch.
You scared me.
Hey, you're up.
Look, I know this isn't gonna make any sense.
Stop global warming?
I feel like I'm losing my mind.
You sneaky little biatch. Happy birthday.
I've already lived through this day. Somebody's gonna kill me tonight. So you can hear now.
Is everything okay? Assuming that I believe any of this is even possible.
Sprinklers. Car alarm.
The way I see it, you have unlimited amount of lives. Unlimited opportunities to solve your own murder.
So I'm supposed to keep dying until I figure out who my killer is?
You want to live to see tomorrow, right? Whoever's killing you knows it's your birthday.
Pretty much the entire school knows.
These are signs of major trauma. You should be dead.
You relive the same day over and over again. Kind of start to see who you really are.
Alright, so that was the trailer for Happy Death Day.
Wow.
Okay, so, I guess we decided we're not quite done with the Groundhog's Day movie.
Well, we never will be, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we've never done it for a horror movie before,
Oddly
where
enough.
someone had to solve the, try and figure out who the fuck is killing them over and over again. So that's,
Well, we kind of did have that ARQ. It wasn't quite horror, it was more
yeah, it was more
thriller,
of a thriller.
but
Yeah.
similar thing.
It's kind of a similar thing. So, on one hand, I kind of like that premise. I like some of the scenes in here, like when she gets hit in the head and she falls to like her bed where
pillow.
she wakes up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I kind of need that. Some of the stuff is really generic, like she's just like, oh, this thing is gonna happen, this thing's gonna happen, and then like, she treats it like it's a parallel reality where nothing she does matters. Because you would, because like literally none of your actions have consequences if you're just gonna die at the end.
Right.
I don't know how, I feel like it wouldn't take that many fucking tries to have...
No, she obviously dies a lot.
Yeah. How effective is this killer if like, okay, after a couple, couldn't you figure out like where he's coming or not go to the same place?
Well,
but maybe they'll explain that in the movie. I don't know.
Well, like, it almost looks like almost the second kill is actually her just locking up her room or something. So.
Yeah, which would be the thing you would do.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the killer is part of the reason why she's living this day over and over again, which could mean that he has more, access to knowledge of that, or maybe doesn't follow the same time loop laws as everybody else, which could easily explain that. And I like the fact that she gets away and the cop pulls her over. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I kind of wish that they'd have saved that for the movie though. That'd been a good moment for the movie, but it does sell the trailer more.
It's a good end for the trailer, unfortunately.
Yeah, so I see why they used it, but hopefully that won't be, there'll be more stuff like that in there. I don't like the acting is a little like, I don't like the whole like, oh, hey, how you doing? Like,
It's generic frat girl.
Even if it's like fucking ironic or whatever, I'm like, just don't. I don't care if you're being annoying ironically or if you're being legitimately annoying. It's still annoying. But I don't know. I kind of like it because you can sympathize with someone who really just can't escape their own death. Hopefully they'll maybe she'll make more, like, if she's got to be proactive to, to try and thwart it. So that'll be more helpful to me, where it's like, yeah, I'm more sympathetic to people who are proactively trying to get out of their situation and, trying and failing at it. It's more, compelling. I don't know. What'd you think overall?
I actually wasn't sure at first when the trailer first showed up, because I'm like, again, another Groundhog's Day. Like, we've seen it before. But I did see things I did like in this trailer, so it could be good. It all kind of depends on how long it goes for, and if the acting actually does improve or not.
I'm not sure if I like the mask. Sometimes the mask is actually really creepy, like, ooh. And then sometimes it looks silly. Yeah. Like she's being attacked by a toddler. I don't know. That's a nitpick, though. I don't know. I'd say, you know what? I might give this a shot. Maybe I'll wait for the reviews to come back on it. But you know what? I think I could get a kick out of this. With that, should we just take another small musical break and we'll come back in with our adventures with the TV Dudes right after this?
Sure, sounds good.
All right, we'll be back to the TV Dudes TV pitch game right after this.
They say we're young and we don't know. We won't find out until we grow. Well, I don't know if all that's true, 'cause you got me and baby, I got you.
And welcome to the UGO podcast, gameplay edition. Yeah, this is the first time we're doing a gameplay thing
other
here.
than D&D.
Yeah, I guess, but that was a little different. Because this time we got special guests on to play with us. We actually got some people who had the spare time to hang out with us. So
in someone else's room.
Chose to be here willingly, even, which makes it very much unlike our D&D campaigns.
Yeah. We have literally nothing else going on.
Grant told me I had to.
And the brutally honest gentlemen to my left are
Grant Davis
and Randy Lander.
The TV Dudes, and I thought, who better to play a TV pitch game with us than the TV Dudes?
I don't know anything about games, though, is my problem.
Yeah, I don't think you would know anything. No, I mean, you don't, it's not in your profession in any way.
No, I do not own a comic and game store named Rogues Gallery in
Round Rock, Texas. Yeah.
You are out of your league.
I love we're getting the plugs in early, but while we're getting plugs in, this is Nick, the Merc with a Mic, host of the UGO podcast. And my, lovely co-host, my eternal brother.
Am I Vanna White now? Am I supposed to be revealing something?
Well, it doesn't. Gesticulation and hand gestures don't work on podcasts, so
they can tell what I'm doing. I'm Travis.
Your voice does get higher the more you gesture your hands. So maybe they can tell. Maybe there's something to that. And yes, for those of you who have not played, we're actually playing an altered version of the movie pitch game. So, and how this is going to work is that one of us plays the movie producer. That's going to be me the first time around. I have $20 million to give to new pitches, and I gotta give only $20 million. I can't extend it. I don't got network money. I'm not
Disney money.
No Disney. I'm not ABC, Freeform, ABC Family, whatever it is called now. Think more like FX or AMC. I got a limited budget for quality shows, okay? And I need pitches. So you guys are going to lay down one of each of different colored cards, and each of the cards have different categories, including genre, descriptor, hero, and plot, to lay out the basic premise of a TV pitch, and then you're going to pitch it from there and convince me why I should spend money on your podcast or your TV. No, I'm thinking way too much of a crossover. But if you have a TV pitch about a podcast, that would be totally dope too. Play to your crowd.
We are looking for funding for our podcast, so this might work out great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Before we start, we should mention, let you guys pimp your Patreon and stuff that you got going on too. As well.
We don't have to pimp that, but we are the TV Dudes. You can find us at thetvdudes.com.
Yes.
Every Friday, new episode.
Mm-hmm. And and Randy's non-existent Rogues Gallery podcast.
Yes. Well, actually, there is a podcast.
Yeah,
the Rogues Cast.
But your evil twin runs it.
Yes, yeah. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, not me.
But not Randy Lander, like Landy Rander.
Yes, exactly.
Landy Rander. Okay. See, we're already starting the pitch meeting. So I like it. And yes, are we all ready to impress me, the movie producer?
Probably not. So.
Yeah? Okay, I'm a hard one to impress, guys.
All right. Who's going first?
Okay, well, first, I'm gonna need to lay... I would like to put a little more of a twist on it, so when it's your turn to be the movie producer, I would like you to pick, if you want to, what network you are to pitch to kind of theme it, if you'd like.
I like it.
So, I'm gonna be NBC.
Oh God!
So
terrible. Whoever's drama.
What would you think the main creative whoever's in charge of creative production? What do you think they would like at NBC?
All right, well that just changed my pitch.
I thought it might.
Oh boy.
So whenever it's not an order or anything. Whenever anyone's ready, go for it.
All right.
All right. I had a whole pitch together, but then you decided to be NBC. Okay.
You can save the cards for later.
Here's what I got.
Okay.
Here's what I got. And I believe in NBC, home of The Blacklist, am I right?
Yes.
And the Jamie King She's an Amnesiac show that I've completely forgotten. Blackout? No.
Is that on there?
I swear that's on NBC. I
can't remember.
Paired with it.
I blacked that out. I don't know.
Yeah, good call. Okay. But what I'm going for here is the genre is revenge.
Okay.
It is a revenge drama featuring a smoking hot wedding DJ and ex-Black Ops. It doesn't say on the card, but I'm adding that in.
Okay.
Wedding DJ.
Call it a mulligan.
Yes, he actually she started out as one of the few female Navy SEALs doing Black Ops for our country. And then when she just couldn't take it anymore, she became the best wedding DJ in America. She doesn't stop. No half measures. And it is going to be her job over the course of this season to take down an elite group of heavily armed mercenaries in a high-rise building. So we're talking The Raid meets The Blacklist, meets 24, meets The Wedding Singer.
Okay. I like all of that because I'm almost positive NBC would put that on the air.
Yeah.
It's funny, but yet not. So, man, that's a good pitch. But you know what? I don't think I'll hear everybody else out before I just give you $20 million off the bat. Okay?
That's a guaranteed 3 episodes at least before it gets canceled.
They get 3.
No, 3 before it turns into a crop procedural.
There we go. You want to go next?
I can go.
I'd much rather watch that than Taken.
Yeah, that's a good call.
Don't remind me of that. All right, so ready for mine then?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so our genre right now is parody. I mean, NBC's a joke anyway, so let's face it. It's good enough. But we have our main character being an absent-minded Civil War reenactor dating a person with short-term memory loss.
That's a lot of stuff going on.
I know, right?
That's a lot to unpack there.
So basically, every single episode is going to be a different war reenactment, except for the fact that this main character, he's going to be taking his, girlfriend to see these war reenactments, even be part of them, but she's just going to kind of be lost in it, and he forgets she's there. He's so wrapped up to it because he's so absent-minded that she kind of forgets why she's there and kind of wanders off, and this whole entire park is going to be filled with people who are doing different reenactments. So it's a Civil War reenactor going and interrupting, other reenactments, like a samurai reenactment. He's got to, find his girlfriend. Almost kind of like some kind of Mario spin-off where it's like, where is the princess? He's got to, wandering into these different scenarios.
Okay. I can see it. Not bad. Grant, how about you?
All right. Let's see what we got here. My genre is feel good. This is a nice feel good comedy, maybe a little bit of a rom-com.
Okay.
About an easily distracted mortician.
That's unfortunate.
I feel like that's not a great profession to be easily distracted in.
Now, he's getting the team back together for one last job.
Oh, a team of morticians?
So this is like an older mortician who I guess, he's getting closer to dying.
Sure,
and
to being his own subject.
And the one last job is going to be the job on him. Someone's going to have to embalm him. But he's trying to make the rest of his family, his team, feel good about it.
Oh, he's getting too old for this shit.
Yeah.
He's getting too old for it. So he's bringing the family back together. I guess, something happened. They all split apart. And, think of this along the lines of, like, Parenthood. There's a family that was a little bit fractured that needs to come back together and, like, remember the good times. And so I decided to name this Casket Case.
Oh, I like it.
Kind of play off a basket case. Nutty family.
That's really... You know what? We should give another chance to you guys to name yours as well for the clincher.
Yep.
Oh.
Casket Gate is good.
Casket is good. I don't know.
That's pretty good. Let's see. What am I going to call my wedding DJ action piece? You know what I'm going to call it? I'm going to call it Here Comes the Bride.
Okay.
That's what I'm calling it.
Okay.
All right. I like it.
And here's the thing. Bride is an acronym for the terrorist organization.
And he saves it at the end.
All right. So, since mine's a parody about a Civil War actor like wandering around, I'm going to go Civil Liberties.
Civil Liberties. Okay. Oh,
coming soon to 8 and NBC.
You know what? I really like all these pitches. I feel like NBC would put all these on the air for
at least a couple episodes
for a season and then cancel it.
They're desperate.
It's not the highest bar to clear.
That's why I started NBC first. It was easy. So you know what? I think Casket Case alone, the title, that's worth $5 million. I think that's $5 million.
Yeah, I agree.
I think the Civil War reenactment, I think that's got a real, rom-com kind of feel. That's got a good thing, but I think your budget can be lower on that one. So I think $5 million, that's what gets you.
Yeah, all right.
But now, Randy, I need a little more invested in this because I really want to see NBC's version of Wedding Singer Die Hard. I want to see it. So, Here Comes the Bride gets $10 million.
Yes.
So that was our first very successful round of TV pitch.
Can I add a possible the civil liberties?
Yeah.
I believe reality show. You have an actor who is playing a character who is the Civil War reenactor, but he is in fact interrupting real people's war reenactments.
Okay,
that'd be pretty good.
I kind of like it. Well, we mix a little Borat in there.
Well, you gotta still add the dating a person with short-term memory loss thing in there,
true,
though.
yeah.
So
okay,
I think the parody worked best. So he's gonna put these in piles then? Or?
Yeah, just put them in a discard pile, and I'll sort them out later.
And we can get new cards.
Mm-hmm. And you can refill your hand up again and get all those options real good.
Right.
Yep.
Just one each. Gotcha.
Just one each. And Randy, it'll be your turn to be the producer.
Oh,
right?
Good. Yeah. I need my 20 million.
Yeah. So
let's see.
All right.
I'm gonna give him $1 million. I'm gonna do that. There we go.
So I warn you ahead of time. Nick is actually really good at these games.
Okay.
All right.
It's a little annoying.
I ain't bad.
It's pretty good.
Okay. I'm not going to jump right to my favorite networks. That's just mean. You're NBC. We started sort of a baseline level. I'm going to go Hulu.
So basically low quality.
They're edging up. So you need to be that guy that's maybe going to break us out.
Right.
They got Handmaid's Tale now. They've got their first legit hit. And I have a fondness for casual. So although I can't argue that it's like a great show.
Okay, this is bullshit. I have two basically the same card.
Yeah, let's kind of run into that issue with some of mine. Let's see.
Okay, I think I got this here. I got this.
Okay.
All right, let's hear it.
All right, so on Hulu, I feel like we need to expand the diversity a little bit. You need to expand your portfolio. They're they're doing good now, but I think there's a market we can hit here. So I'll tell you what my pitch is: Bollywood musical.
Nice.
Right?
Okay.
So Bollywood. Now,
I'm in so far.
now follow me on this one here, because we're going to do it with thrill-seeking Girl Scout troop. So
like
these girls, they're not to be fucked with, all right? And they are they're searching for patient zero after a catastrophic epidemic.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, so
get that first aid in, huh?
So we open on a hospital, and we see patients just dying horribly until we hear all the different, the CPR, the heart monitors kind of beeping. Mm-hmm. Suddenly a rhythm starts to go. Yep. Suddenly you kind of start to feeling it. And then suddenly everyone starts dancing. and you realize that there's this sickness going around that's actually causing musicalitis. Musicalitis. Musicals are now killing people. They are actually Bollywood dancing themselves to death.
That's how I feel when I have to hear a musical.
You noticed I didn't pitch this while you were the producer. So, the only ones that are unaffected are the young people, the ones with the stronger immune systems. So this Girl Scout troop that's visiting the hospital, the ground zero, they're visiting the hospital on their, taking care of old people merit badge.
Sure, that could be a thing.
I feel like that's a thing. Their hospice merit badge.
Yeah.
They come in and they see this going on and they decide like this is exactly the thrills we've been seeking for. No more vying for territory with the Boy Scouts on who sells their cookies where. This is the real thrill seekers. So we have our hardcore group of girls. Cindy is the wild card. Megan, now she's kind of a bitch, but she's the one you go to when shit goes down and you need a leader. Megan can lead the people out. Now Tiffany's the jokester, but when you need her, she's down. There's no better friend than Tiffany when you need someone to have your back and she can be serious when she really wants to. And of course, their friend Carol, who is, the sad sack of the group, the nerd that they always kind of just keep around, the one that's kind of like not the cool one, but she's going to get her moment to shine by the end of the season where she saves everyone and then earns the respect of the whole troop. And the whole season will take place over different sections of the hospital. We're going to visit pediatrics. We're going to team up with other unaffected children to go and fight the infected and try and keep them from dancing. We're going to find the heart disease center that are their hearts are giving out. We're going to go find the surgery section. We're going to go find the morgue, and they'll have dead bodies even dancing around. Every episode is going to be a completely different section, completely different theme, completely different musical. What do you think?
I think you watch too much TV.
I watch a lot of TV.
I don't think that's possible. And I am post-apocalyptic type musical. I am in. Yeah. I'm going to hold off, but you're definitely getting some of my money.
Okay.
I'll go next.
Yep.
This is
See, I warned you ahead of time.
Yeah, this is good.
This is rough to follow up, especially since I was also going to go what I'll claim was experimental based on your pitch. All right, Hulu, you're going to try something else out because now you have a little bit more flexibility after Handmaid's Tale.
Sure.
You're thinking, all right, we can kind of go a little bit more balls to the wall. So you're going to go with a story about a stealthy dog walker.
Ooh.
This is a person who has gamed the system of being able to walk dogs throughout the city without getting in anyone else's way on the sidewalk, and they're able to do it quickly and efficiently, and they've gained quite a reputation. So they're not just walking 1, 2, 5 dogs. They're walking 15 dogs at a time. This person, his name's Mervyn. He's really good at his job. Mm-hmm. But something has gone awry because this is experimental. He suddenly finds himself and his 15 dogs, they walk into an amusement park. And when they're there, they find that they now have to fight off murderous malfunctioning machines from an animatronic theme park ride.
I like how the plot is always the monkey wrench in it.
So Mervyn and his 15 dogs all have to now figure out the best way to fight all of them. And luckily he's got a lot of stealth skill, but his dogs, they're constantly making noise. How can he be stealthy unless he's a magic dog whisperer? He might just be. We'll find out in episode 3 when shit gets really rough. Yeah. Now here's where it's experimental. This is all done from the perspective of the 15 different interchanging dogs. Oh, God. That's how you're seeing what's going down with this situation.
Yeah. So is each episode just titled Poodle?
Yeah. He's got a bunch of different dogs. Yeah, each dog gives a different type of perspective, and that's how it informs the episode.
Dude, did you see the episode Pomeranian? That was fucked up.
Is it really low to the ground?
Is it black and white?
I guess it has to be, right? And the name of the show?
Yeah,
The Amusement Park.
Oh, fuck you!
That's
right,
good.
right?
That's good.
That's good shit.
I'm gonna get Grant to name all the shows from now. Yeah, right?
All right, I guess I'm last. We'll see if I'm any good. So first off, Hulu has a wide range of shit. We're adding some tearjerker thing, and they need a little.
Okay.
They need something that makes you move your heartstrings. So we have a hippie yoga instructor. Okay?
Is there any other kind?
There really isn't. But this chick is super hippie. She's got the flowers in her hair. She's basically got like wreaths around her neck constantly. She's all about the Zen. But the thing is, she's in the inner city. They don't actually believe a damn thing she's saying most of the time.
Okay.
She's in this small little studio apartment trying to actually get people to come in and care about their Zen and all their chakras being flown out of them through these magic stones. She doesn't really think she's going to get very far, but she thinks she can save herself and some others by finally connecting with a group of inner city kids through breakdancing.
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay, I did not see that last twist
No,
coming.
no, you don't, because she realizes too, she didn't see it coming.
Oh.
She realizes that she is not quite part of the scene, so she's gonna try expelling her energies outward through breakdancing. And she finds this group of small little inner city children, mostly minorities, but yeah, I have some white kids in there because it can't be that diverse.
Sure.
It's Hulu. Let's not get crazy.
Let's be fair. We can only have like a quota here. That their dance class is going to be shut down because it's the inner city. They don't really have time for the arts. She's going to come in and save them and herself by teaching them yoga dance moves.
Okay, what's the name of this? Do you have one? Because I got one for you.
I'm not that great of names.
It's called Poppin' Chakra.
Damn it!
Grant, you got a name?
I was thinking
one?
Dance Till You Drop, but
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Nice. All right. Okay. Let's see. I do love musicals. I do love dance. So both you guys are getting $5 million. You get $5 million for Dance Till You Drop, and you get $5 million for Poppin' Chakras.
All right.
nice.
And then I'm giving 10 to the experimental dog walking show, just because I love the rotating POV. Just kills me. That's good.
And you love dog shows,
I do.
terriers,
Well, I feel like I should give this $5 million to Travis for that idea.
It was just the name of the episode.
All right, so what? Now I'm in charge?
Yeah, now you're the producer, Grant. So what network are you representing?
Oh, let's see. I am going to be the Food Network.
Okay.
So let's see what you guys got.
That's an interesting one.
I got something for this.
They're looking to get into some more original programming that's a more serialized drama.
Everybody's trying
Or
to
comedy.
do that. Okay. Let's see. There's that. I just need my description.
So I can grab 20 million, right? Or can I just grab as much as I want?
Yeah. There's a thing like there's a 20 million card, there's a 10 million, and there's like 5 million.
Oh, like how much can I give to you guys?
20
million.
Yeah, you only got 20.
I have 20 to dole out however I see fit.
I mean, your Food Network, you're lucky to have 20 million.
It's all Monopoly money.
They spend out just on Guy Fieri's hair.
Oh, shit. All this has to go to Bleach.
I think I got you covered here.
All right. You going to go first, Randy?
I will go first.
Let's hear it.
All right, so this actually turns out perfectly. This is propaganda.
Of course.
Propaganda from an overly enthusiastic beet farmer. Who is going to extol?
Is this Chew?
He's going to extol the virtues of beets in the over the top style you've come to expect from Food Network. While going on a drug-fueled spirit quest to Las Vegas.
Oh, man.
You have not seen Vegas, so you've seen it through the eyes of someone hopped up on beets.
Okay.
So, and
they're quite big.
And here's the other thing. In terms of diversity, this beet farmer is a retired Dr. Dre.
What?
Yeah, and you know what the show is called? Can you figure it out?
Yes.
Do you know what it is?
Is it Beats by
It's
Dre?
Beats by Dre.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. This is interesting. So,
I give up.
is the propaganda angle that it's going to market beets?
It is funded by the Beat Council of America.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the American Beat Council.
Now, is this part of the plot, or is this just like behind the scenes Food Network is actually propping up the beat industry?
I believe that it is presented like, you know how Ovaltine used to present shows in the old days?
Yeah.
I believe that the Beat Council has like a 5-minute spot where they tell you factoids about the beats.
All right. I love how this is going to go with Chew, which I just did pick up for the network. All right. Interesting. Beats by Dre.
That's pretty good, but this might be interesting. So first off, for the Food Network, this is going to be a bit weirder. We're getting a short film.
Okay.
So it's going to be a bit longer. It's going to be an hour and a half special or so, featuring terminally ill fugitives. Now, the thing is that it's going to group up a whole bunch of terminally ill fugitives. They're on their deathbeds. They're on their kind of last limbs, but they're going to have their last hurrah. They're going to collect any ones that have any sort of cooking knowledge, and they're going to pit them all in a contest. But winning the contest lets them become president for a day.
It's no weirder than anything else we've done.
No, but the thing is that you can do, once you're president for the day, you can do whatever you want. You can pardon yourself for all you care. You could, work on getting as many, cures for yourself if you can.
You can actually have access to healthcare.
You can mock you can mock the disabled. You're good.
Right. So, but the thing is that they have to cook for the president, and they have to find something that the president would be willing to step down for a day.
So is this fictional or is this like?
No, this is real.
This is like a documentary.
This is real.
Because the door is open now.
Oh yeah, anyone can be in the White House.
Anyone can be the white president. So this is interesting.
No, this is gonna be. It's like the president himself has to try it. Obviously, it can't be poisoned for him because that would be illegal. But the title of it's going to be Terminally Phil.
Terminally Phil. All right.
I don't know how to do mine without being racist.
Whoa.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah, let's avoid that one, I guess.
Okay, so it's an after-school special about an influential garbage person that's is trying to track down their stolen dog.
Okay.
In Chinatown.
Oh man, why did you have to go there?
Oh, what? Do you guys just assume? Really?
Yes.
Is this how you tied it into the Food Network?
I didn't have any food in my cards. I didn't have any food.
Neither did I. I just had the winning a contest part.
So I don't want to do this anymore. Okay. So it's an after-school special. It's really cheesy. It's to teach the kids that are watching. This really terrible person. High-level person, really influential. He has the only thing he really cares about is his stupid dog that he dresses up as, and so he gets distracted by his wrongdoings and such. I don't know, drug use. It's bad. Whatever, we'll switch it in. We'll even make it a scene where we can switch it out via the moral message, whatever it is.
Whatever year it is.
Yeah, and then he loses the one thing he loves, which is his dog, in Chinatown, and he has to find, in order to bury his dog and get over it, he has to find the different Chinese shops that are selling different parts of his dog to eat.
Wow, dude.
I think I can save you from the racist part.
Yeah?
I think you're influential. I was thinking garbage person like a guy who collects, like a garbage man.
Yeah, like a garbage
You're
man.
thinking garbage person.
Yeah,
like
garbage
a
person.
Kardashian.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, so the way it is they lose their dog in Chinatown, and then they go to a bunch of restaurants because they're racist idiots who think that they're all eating dogs.
Yes.
And then the dog turns up at the end.
See, Randy saves it.
And that's the moral.
Yeah, that's the moral.
The moral is don't be such a racist garbage person.
See, why wasn't that more apparent to me? I'm a racist garbage person.
You are. If you can't think of it, that makes you a racist garbage person.
Well, I gotta say, guys, us at the Food Network had a little bit rough go of it a few years back with Paula Deen. And so we're a little bit cagey around certain cagey dogs. Okay. So I'm gonna have to split my money actually between what was it? Terminally Phil and Beats by Dre.
I'd watch both those. Watch both those.
All right, drawing back up.
Here's your money.
All right, it's my turn, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Interesting.
All right, so it is my turn.
You gotta give us a network.
Well, the thing is that we've hit some low networks so far. We've hit some really low ones. We haven't gone low enough, though. So I'm going to be here representing the Sci-Fi Channel.
Oh, sweet.
Okay, got it.
So, guys, you gotta give me the worst of the worst. The worse it is, the more I'll fund it, honestly.
Let's remember, the Sci-Fi Channel has The Expanse.
Yeah, they had Battlestar Galactica
and The
for most of it,
which is pretty good. So,
but they've also had how much else?
That's true.
Like, how many Sharknadoes are there? Like, I think there's at least 4. So let's be honest. We're not...
Man, I got some good cards, but now I'm like trying to figure out how I can cram them together to make this work.
It's really funny because I kind of wish I hadn't chosen this because I have the card Special Effects Spectacle.
All right, I got you.
All right, let's hear it.
Because Sci-Fi showed this big promo at the ATX Festival, which Grant and I were just at. I think you saw this, Grant. The one that was like, "It's all sci-fi" was basically the message.
Yeah.
It was like, it doesn't matter if there's dragons and fantasy. It's all sci-fi. Whatever you want is sci-fi. And I'm like, that's a bullshit ethos for a sci-fi network. There's no science. It's not science fiction. So
It's kind of the theme.
in honor of that, this is an epic fantasy
Okay.
Nice.
featuring an unhinged lounge singer
Okay.
who will be singing. There will be musical in
Okay.
this.
Musicals.
Discovering a magical world under the streets of Chicago. So he's gonna wander through the streets of Chicago, which, by the way, may just be the sewers because he's an unhinged lounge singer.
So he probably borrowed some shrooms from an Italian plumber.
Exactly. And he wanders down there singing lounge covers of popular and not so popular music, whatever the Sci-Fi Channel's licensing department can afford to pay for. And he discovers a magical world, and perhaps he discovers, a fairy princess who needs rescuing, or a series of evil dwarves. And none of this is probably real. It's all hallucinated.
No, sure.
But we're getting it from the point of view of the unhinged lounge singer. And I don't have a name for this yet. I'll have to think about the name. I'll have to come back to the name unless Grant can rescue me with a name.
I wasn't even paying attention. I was all invested in my story here.
I'll retell the whole thing to you.
All right, well, it sounds interesting. Could be sci-fi even. Like, we don't know.
All right, I'll go next then.
All right.
So, Sci-Fi Channel.
Sorry.
What I'm presenting to you is a found footage story of a gym teacher. Now, he's a gym teacher who has been abducted by aliens to represent Earth in a galactic sporting event.
Okay.
His name's Bill. He's just a regular guy who's been abducted by this alien race, and, he used to be really good at sports when he was in his youth, but he never went pro. He twisted his knee, and by the time it healed up, he was a little bit too old. He went into the teaching game in a small town where he just kind of stayed. And Bill has been a little bit frustrated that he never kind of got to achieve that greatness that he wanted in his youth.
Pretty typical.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, he gets recruited to go, or abducted rather, to be in this sporting event. That sporting event is Dodgeball.
Oh, wow.
Name of the show? Dodgeball. And Dodgeball, he is going to go and fight against these aliens, and he's got a little bit of an ace up his sleeve because he was adopted when he was younger, and he didn't understand why he is being abducted by these aliens, but that's because he was never truly a full human. He was part human, part alien cyborg. What? So he is a cyborg gym teacher that's being abducted to go, and in the entire season it's going to be a fish out of water. It's going to be origin stories, like building up to the hero. It's going to be really like World War Hulk, but with dodgeball and gym teachers.
I can see that. It does sound interesting, although it almost seems too high quality for us. I don't know.
You don't have to spend anything on this, but I would love. We're only asking $20 million.
Okay. Well,
we're talking tinfoil on his face for his cyborg effect.
We might be interested in investing, but we're going to see our last contestant here.
Okay, so I have a slapstick comedy for you.
I can live with that.
Involving a psychic billionaire moving in with a recently thawed out caveman. Okay, so hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing
All right.
it.
No, seriously, hear me out.
I'm listening.
All right, I just need a time to. Okay, I got it. So this billionaire who has gained his fortune via his psychic ability to read, people's thoughts around him. He's able to manipulate stock exchanges, manipulate what people buy and sell. He's been able to amass a great certain wealth, and he is bored as fuck.
I imagine.
So he develops a technology in order to thaw out recently discovered species, the mammoth or whatever that got frozen in a block, and a T-Rex here and there or whatnot. He's just bored. He's looking for something to do. He finally finds a perfectly preserved caveman that he is unthawed. But he escapes, and the thing is that this technology is super illegal, and someone finds the caveman, and he has to pretend like, no, this is my friend. Fred. And he's forced to kind of pretend that Fred is a real person and has to use his psychic abilities to kind of take over Fred's primitive brain to try and make him act as normal as possible, but it doesn't quite work because, Neanderthals' brains are a little different than our human brains. So it's the whole show is him trying to just conceal like this crazy, situation he has with this thought out caveman to avoid being caught by the authorities. And he slowly realizes he really always needed a friend. That's all he really needed.
Aww.
And, the name of the show is Neanderthal. So.
That's nice.
That's very, I was thinking actually more, stock solid.
I like Neanderthal. But you're the movie producer. We'll change it.
We will. Damn right we will. All right. Did you have a name for yours at all?
I don't have a name. I can't come up with a name.
So wait, you're an epic fantasy about a lounge singer who discovered a magic world under the streets of Chicago.
Yes, although he's unhinged, so there probably isn't a magical world. It's probably just stumbling around the sewers.
Okay, so not Emerald City, but more like, I don't know, crust-covered city?
Well, he's doing, the important thing is that he's going to be doing lounge acts of covers of popular music.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
There'll be a musical.
So it should be some song thing.
A musical element,
something about sewers.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
I got nothing. I got no name. Well, if you give me the money to develop it, we'll come up with a name.
Okay.
I mean, they didn't call it Game of Thrones right when you first wrote the books, and look how much money that made.
True. I'm good with that. Well, overall, I think that the only one here that actually fits the sci-fi bill is going to have to be Dodge Bill. So we're going to give that one 10 million.
Yes!
The other two, they do seem at least interesting. They seem low enough quality at least to fit on the Sci-Fi Channel, so you each get 5 million.
This was just Travis's turn to shoot down the Sci-Fi Channel.
I think they do that on their own. I don't know.
All right, so we want to go around one more time?
I'm down.
We can do that.
Yeah? All right. I don't like losing. So
He's actually not used to that in this kind of game.
Well,
I've never played with the TV dudes though.
True.
You got to step it up, and you got to strategically give out your money so that you don't.
So I got to basically.
It's not that I thought your pitch was bad, but I still want you winning ultimately. So I give all my money to them.
Yeah, I'm going to give them all one of these guys.
Grant's playing in different games.
Playing to win.
Okay, so I am the movie producer. So tell me what you got. What you got, guys?
Well,
I am from. Let's see. What's a good one we haven't done yet? How about I'm the CW.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
CW. I usually have to start with hero card.
Yeah.
And then I can kind of work backwards from there.
Okay, interesting. I start with genre.
Yeah. Well, I can't toggle back between them, but like, what genre works with what hero, and then I can kind of assign a descriptor and a plot.
See, I work whatever card has the coolest phrase on it, and then work outwards from whatever it is.
All right, so you guys are younger than me. Are you familiar with the video game Burger Time?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a console game. I'm going somewhere with this, by the way.
Got it.
There was
So, you weirdo.
Let's bring up Burger Time.
Just talk about Burger Time.
You guys remember Burger Time? All right, I gotta go anyway.
So
Bye.
it was kind of like Donkey Kong or one of those. You were a chef. You were running across these giant burgers, and like you run across the bun, and it would fall, and it would make a burger. And you run across the tomato and the pickle, whatever else. And there were there was other stuff chasing you. I don't know what the things were that were chasing you. Remember, Grant? Are they just random monsters?
I don't remember
I don't
that
know.
well,
There
but
were
you had to
things
make a
chasing
burger.
you, and you had to make a burger. And if you ran across and they followed you, you could run across like the lettuce, and they would fall and they would die, and you would get points.
Huh.
And you could distract them by throwing pepper in their face, so you could run through them.
Okay.
Just like Pac-Man can turn the ghost blue, you could use pepper for that. The reason I bring all this up is I just love talking about Burger Time. No, the reason I bring all this up is because for the CW, we're doing a video game adaptation of a long lost Burger Time. Most people in CW are not going to know the Burger Time brand, but what they will know, the stars of this are a super cute boy band,
Okay.
and they are investigating a string of murders at a fast food restaurant.
Oh, okay. So the Jonas Brothers are like.
Yes, exactly. The Jonas Brothers have grown up somewhat, have started a boy band, and they are investigating. They're investigating a string of murders at a fast food restaurant, which will turn out to be perpetrated by monsters like the ones from the Burger Time video game. And the show is just called Burger Time.
Oh, okay. So you've made.
Or you know what? It's called Burger Time PD.
Burger Time PD.
Okay, I gotta get into character to praise this. I'm the movie producer. Randy, that's absolutely genius. It's great. Now, I don't know what you've realized what you've just done, but you've made the Riverdale version on the CW. You've made Riverdale with fucking burgers.
Yep. That was
And starring the Jonas Brothers. $1 million idea, but we're gonna give you like multi-million dollars, at least $5. Like that's great. Do you have a name for it at all?
We're calling it Burger Time PD.
PD. That's right. I'm so excited. I forgot. I just want to hear the name again. Okay. Anyone else want to beat Burger Time PD?
I'll try it. So, our genre is going to be alternate history, because we're going to fuck with history. No, they don't give a fuck about history.
They never do that on the CW.
No, they never would on the CW.
You've seen Legends?
So, our main character, he's a bit more boring. He's actually just a middle-aged archaeologist.
Okay.
This man... He's one of those people that he spent his whole life looking for the big find. You know, the big thing he could, like, really establish himself as the coolest archaeologist. Like, finding out that dinosaurs have feathers, finding out, you know, solid woolly mammoth or a caveman. He's looking into that, but he just never quite made it.
The original stand-up Burger Time arcade machine.
Right. Yes. Or, you know, a whole entire pile of E.T.
cartridges.
Games. Yeah.
You know where to find those.
We do. He never did find those, though. So, he's actually going to, instead, cheat a little bit. He's going to start time traveling in order to, actually put things where he wants them to be to dig them up later. But unfortunately, he has to have a crew for this, because he can't do it by himself. So he's gonna travel back through time with a crew of bumbling thieves.
Nice.
Now, this is CW, it's alternate history, so basically we can kind of do whatever we want. You know, we can come through and kind of, go into, you know, Lincoln's time, but there's cowboys, because why the fuck not? Because we have the hats available. And the bumbling thieves...
Because the hats department made too many cowboy hats.
So Lincoln has a cowboy hat now, because that other hat was just way too tall to fit in the scene, and we felt like messing with it a little bit. But the thieves are going to go and try, you know, stealing the hat, and they're a little bit stupid, so it kind of devolves into like a Three Stooges act instead of them really fucking up history before they even get a chance to, like, hide the shit.
Okay, so, well, I don't know if I like it as much as Burger Time PD, but we do have a lot of excess costumes from that Jonah Hex episode.
Right?
Yeah, we could reutilize those.
Plus, here's the secret. We don't establish rules for time travel ever.
Let me ask you this, since it is the CW, and he's a middle-aged archaeologist, is he like 29?
Yeah, he's middle-aged. He's barely in his mid-20s, honestly.
I mean, I guess we'll cast a little older, but like...
But his time-traveling thieves are all like 13 to 17.
Oh yeah, easily.
Living the normal archaeologist life, he's ripped as shit. Makes no sense.
Hey, Indiana Jones was a middle-aged archaeologist if you think about it.
That's true.
I never think is time travel ever used that plot point as an archaeologist going back and putting shit to find it later?
No, I think that's new. That's a fresh idea.
I kind of like that.
Yep.
So that's really neat.
Personally, I don't have a name. I was trying to think of something, but
yeah. What would be a good name for that? Let's see.
Buried treasures.
Buried treasures.
Oh.
That's cute. I kind of like it.
It's cute, right?
Yeah,
it's pretty.
Yep.
It's not offensive. Very CW.
yeah.
It sounds more like a soap opera.
Yeah. Buried treasures.
Well, it's a CW, so
Right.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a soap opera.
All right, so it's my turn to pitch. Mm-hmm. Now this is gonna be a little weird. Sometimes,
Burger Time PD.
maybe. Sometimes the CW tries to go a little bit outside of brand. And that's more because that they happen to already have some rights to properties that they bought, and they don't know how they can massage that in to fit their brand. So I'm going to preface it that way to bullshit wedge this one in here. So this is going to be an unnecessary sequel about a retired news anchor. Let's just say his name is Ron Burgundy. Now, Ron Burgundy, you know, he had a fall from grace. I don't really remember the plot of Anchorman 2, but I can just assume he had a fall from grace. And he moved away from his beloved San Diego. He moved to the Big Apple. He moved to New York City. And there he left his dog in San Diego, and instead he moved in and he got a pet cat. So while he's a retired news anchor there, he ends up swapping bodies with a cat and learning to survive on the streets of New York as a cat. But he's got the savviness of being a news anchor in San Diego. So there may be some cat fights that go on in some alleyways. And the name is Anchor Meown.
Oh, God. May I ask a crucial question?
Crowbar that shit in.
Damn.
Is it a period piece? Does it take place in like the 80s?
Yeah.
Of course.
All right.
Okay.
This is early 80s, still late 70s, somewhere right around there. This is a little bit more in the twilight of his life, so I guess the 80s. So he's an old cat.
He's an old alley cat.
At the very least, we should do a crossover. I mean, let's face it.
That's true. Time travel.
The cat's name is Baxter, just like his old dog's name. Because he just loves the name Baxter.
So my question is the cat fucking around in his body the whole time? Like, is he just running around shitting in a litter box?
I mean,
and no, the better question is how long for people to realize
it's not him.
Behavior.
That it's just not him being an asshole.
I like that you said that because I totally had that in my notes and I get all credit for that. But that is exactly the direction we're going to go with this.
I get writing credit as well as being producer on it.
Sure.
Okay. So I really like Burger Time.
It's a really good one.
And I like it. I feel like I like the time travel one just a little bit more though.
Ooh.
I mean, I feel like it fits right within our demographic. I see the 20-year-olds we can cast as the crew.
As the middle-aged man.
Mm-hmm. We can, we'll make it diverse. We'll have the non-threatening diverse cast.
Easily.
We'll have that. I like it a lot. So, but you're gonna get $5 million. You're gonna get 5. And then you're going to get 5 as well for Ron Burgundy because I appreciate how hard you crowbarred it in.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually getting this funded on CW.
Did you give me $5 million from my own pile of money?
I am so sorry. Did I give you the $5 million?
Yes, you did.
Did I get $5 million from your pile?
No.
This is why you always win. We're on
Travis
to you.
gets 10.
All right.
All right. So Randy's turn to
new
producer.
New cards.
All right. We've gotten this far. I'm going to throw a challenge at you guys.
Okay.
FX.
Ooh.
Is that a challenge or a blessing?
We'll find out with the cards.
This is true. Oh, fuck. Alright, I could probably do something like that for FX.
We saw, we were at ATX, I'm going to just tell some stories while y'all are finding cards.
Oh, sure.
We saw Snowfall, which is the new pilot by John Singleton about how the CIA brought crack cocaine to the streets of South Central LA in 1984. And we were not expecting a lot of it, but I will say it comes on in a couple weeks, and people should watch it.
Yeah?
It was really good. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. The only person I recognized in the entire cast was Marin Dungy from Alias, but it's an interesting cast. It's a good show. It looks great. You know, definitely recommend it.
Okay, I've already got this.
Let's hear it.
All right, so we're on FX. You know, they have a little bit higher budget, so we're going to use it. We're going to have a special effects spectacular.
Okay.
Featuring a kung fu fighting werewolf.
You got me there.
Who's going to single-handedly take down an entire drug cartel.
Fuck yes. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You know what the title's going to be already?
Oh, let's hear it.
Lycan Dope.
Damn it!
Here's your $20 million.
Yeah, can we just skip this round?
No, I want to hear what you guys have to offer.
I mean, really, do I have to offer a plot here?
No,
this is selling
you're
itself.
done.
No.
Okay. These guys better work real hard to get any piece of that $20 million.
Dude.
I was sitting on this special effects spectacle the whole entire time. I drew most of these other cards right now. I'm just like, this is glorious.
Kung Fu, werewolves, and drugs. Yes, this is the FX brand.
This is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go a little more. See, we'll do a little like kind of a lights out thing. It'll only get one season before it gets canceled due to poor ratings being scheduled versus Lycan Dope on FXX. Okay, so I got an art house kind of TV show.
Okay,
So really arty, in depth, a lot of heavy themes going on. We have a hard-headed reality TV star that gets into some serious trouble, and as you know, a fall from grace as they do, and they have to they lose their TV deal. They have to basically get their confidence back, and the reason they lost their TV deal is that they got into a fight on set with one of their, the reality TV co-stars, and they got their asses handed to them. Just unbelievable. He thought he could fight this little guy because he was bigger on him, but he completely kicked the shit out of him with just kung fu out of nowhere. Just like this guy was training and he just didn't know it. So he instigated the fight, so he gets kicked out of the house, and he has a chance to come back with another reality TV deal and a book deal if he comes back with his life story. But they want him to have a rematch with said reality co-star.
Okay.
So he's got to find someone to train him, but no one will train him except for this one guy who is an old karate artist that's also a janitor. So he's learning karate from an aging janitor. So really waxing on and waxing off. Okay. So it's very very appropriate. We'll have a joke scene in there referencing it like that. We're gonna have him learning how to fight and basically learning through the art of karate how to calm himself and really realize that the biggest thing he could do is to not fight. And that'll be the big thing at the very end is he'll choose to ignore the TV deal and go and be in a janitor and just walk the earth and also clean it. And it's going to be called Karate Mop. So
all right.
Okay. With that, it's no lichen dope. What is?
Fucking lichen dope, man.
What you got for me, Grant?
All right, we're going with a psychological thriller about a cross-dressing vampire who is buying strange magical creatures from a traveling salesman, and I am calling this The Strain.
All right, so Grant, we kind of tried that, and it did not work out.
Did not work.
Oh shit!
Did not work.
And Nick, I'm afraid. I think what's going to happen here is this is going to wind up on AMC or Bravo and go like 20 seasons. I'm going to regret it. Just like with Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
But I'm going to pass because I got to put all 20 million to Lichen Dope.
Yeah. Damn it, I knew it.
I knew it was going to happen. That was like a long 20 minutes of a friggin' known conclusion.
I was just burning off cards.
That was the glory hand for me. I'm actually going to have nothing for the rest of the game now.
But it was worth it.
It was.
All right, guys. I got the keys to the castle.
Yep.
And I am going to go with... What channel? You know what? Let's go with the big dog. I'll give you guys HBO.
HBO? That's not TV.
That's HBO.
It's HBO.
Technical disqualification.
All right. Let's see.
What do you guys got here?
All right. Let's see. Here we go.
Understand what's currently in our lineup, gentlemen. I mean, we don't want to go back to the days of Arliss here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So don't you guys be pulling an Arliss on us or a Dream On.
So you know how Andy Samberg is doing those
mockumentary sports things?
The mockumentaries. You know, he did he had 7 Days in Hell, which is about tennis.
He's
got the new one coming up that's about the bike, the Tour de France.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Andy Samberg's going to produce this. It's going to be his usual cast of crazy characters. Farrell's going to be making an appearance. Like a ton of people in it.
I love seeing a bunch of celebrities on my network.
Okay. Well, but we're going to get it for you cheap because there'll only be voice acting because this is a 2D animated film.
Oh, like animals?
Not that cheap. 7 Days in Hell, but animated.
Okay, like that the big fucking Swedish sequence.
Yes, exactly.
Just more of that.
And because HBO does not do a lot of holiday programming, I'm going to help you out here, and I think this is really going to get you a demographic you don't usually reach. Because the star is an easily aroused truck driver. We're HBO, so I know that you like a little sex. You like a little sexy in it. So it's an easily aroused truck driver. There will probably be a throwback,
experimental.
And a throwback to sort of his real sex days and that kind of thing. He finds hot ladies on his journeys, and he becomes easily aroused. But while he's doing this, he's helping Santa save Christmas. It's called Sexy Santa.
Oh, okay. We might need to work on that name.
It's experimental. No one has ever done this before.
There's a reason.
This is that is a pitch.
That's a pitch.
You gave me a pitch.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else is able to just like wash away this.
I honestly think I wasted my whole load here, guys.
He blew his load with Lycan Dope.
I really did.
Did I make a mistake in saying HBO?
You might have.
Actually.
No one can fit the tone of HBO?
Nope, I didn't have it for HBO.
Okay, so
As close as I could
Because
get.
you gave me TLC, I think.
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Oh boy, this is not gonna be pretty, guys. I just gotta warn you ahead of time.
You just gotta beat Sexy Santa.
Okay,
I think
well,
you're good.
well, we're gonna follow that same kind of vein. It's going to be holiday themed, okay? More like a kind of a good feel thing.
Like what holiday?
Oh,
Thanksgiving or something? Or
Well, we'll go with. I have actually no idea. We'll figure out the end. How was that?
St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, well,
as you're working through it, maybe you'll come up with a holiday.
we might actually have to do Halloween for this one.
Okay.
Because our star is a redneck high school quarterback.
Okay.
Is there another kind?
There really isn't, but this just got us to cement it. You're sitting here like the mid-southern, like Tennessee type of thing.
We're going with 4th of July so far. All right.
But the thing is, he adopts a stray cat possessed by the spirit of Richard Nixon.
Okay.
So we've got, it's Halloween. It's when all the spirits are closest. So this redneck, he's kind of a hick. He kind of kills cats because he's kind of a shit person who believes that black cats are bad luck. He wants to score with his girl, so he doesn't want to deal with it. So he kind of murders a cat because he's kind of a psychopath.
Shit, this is kind of like, what's his name from The Shield?
Or House of Cards. It starts with murdering a dog.
Yeah.
So this is the protagonist, huh?
It is.
Okay.
Because the thing is that the cat resurrects with the spirit of Richard Nixon. And Richard Nixon is going to try making this redneck a better person.
Richard Nixon?
Can I tell you?
Richard Nixon is going to make this redneck a better person.
I think your holiday should be President's Day. Nobody makes President's Day specials. And it's Richard Nixon.
Well, it has to be Halloween because it's got to be the whole spirit.
That's fair.
So he has until next Halloween to make this redneck. Really, the main character's kind of be more like Richard Nixon cat.
Alright.
It's going to make this kid a better person for next Halloween, or he's stuck as a cat forever.
So do you see this more as drama, more comedy?
Kind of a mix of both.
Okay.
Because, let's face it, it's Richard Nixon. The cat has to have jowls. You're going to have to figure a way of giving a cat jowls.
We can do this. We potentially
the
have the budget.
Yes.
Now, I'm interested here. Like, do you see this more like Wilfred? Like, this is a cat that's talking to him, or is it like a person in a cat costume?
See, it's gotta be a real cat, but with the jowls, because, it's kinda has to have the whole thing where it's like, it's this redneck jock. He's gotta be, the coolest kid around. He can't be seen talking to a fucking cat. So that's gonna be an extra challenge for the show, is that they have to figure a way around that, of not making him look like a loser while doing this.
Alright. Do you have a name for me?
Oh, no. Might think of it later, but not right now.
Meowdergate. You can just work with meow into anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got it. I am not a cat.
Okay, so I know HBO's record with comedies isn't super strong, but that leaves a great gap and opportunity for us to really hit it. So I want to offer a beach party show.
Okay.
Dealing with a narcoleptic stand-up comedian.
I can see this.
Yeah.
Who's having to deal with winning a lottery ticket worth millions and dealing with the angry people who lost it.
Ooh.
So during said beach party, series of beach parties, because he, at first he doesn't even realize he has the ticket. Well, it'll be like a cute little misread every episode. He misses the announcement of what the numbers are.
Is he like a stand-up comic that works the beach parties?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll do, he attends some of them, but he does work some of them at there, for tips. He's not a very successful one. Sometimes he'll perform for friends. He has to he finds the ticket, and he soon realizes that a bunch of people are really after him for some reason. Then after a certain amount of time, they're like, "Oh shit! It's because I have the lottery ticket that's worth so much money." That's oh yeah, that also happens a lot. because in mid of his attempts to flee from said people who are looking for the ticket, he is going to fall asleep on hilariously inappropriate times.
Sweet.
So we're going to talk about we're talking about like falling asleep during a rave of the pool party and being crowd surfed along while he's snoring. Classic slapstick stuff. And, so I guess for a name, something like, Sleep Jackpot. I don't know. We'll keep it on the nose.
Sleep Jackpot. Mm-hmm. All right. I gotta say, guys.
Or Jackpot of My Dreams. Damn it.
Too late? You said sleep?
Yeah, I did.
Here's what I'm gonna do. I was actually most interested in your pitch. About Sleep Jackpot. Name is terrible.
The name is awful.
But I can definitely see in the HBO family there being sort of like this comedian working beach parties who ends up with a lottery ticket. The narcoleptic aspect, a little bit zany, but we like a little bit of zaniness in our characters here on HBO. Now, between these other two pitches,
shit.
I gotta say, we like being in the experimental game, so we're gonna fund you guys each $5 million.
Yeah.
We'll see where this goes.
It's not gonna end well for anybody. I'm gonna spend all
we'll
that
take a pilot and we will throw it in the trash.
I'm gonna spend all $5 million of that on cocaine.
Nice.
Mine's cocaine wine. Just the jowls. $5 million in the jowls.
You're gonna have the best jowl technology.
The best jowl, the leading in jowl technology.
Look at the jowls on that cat.
All right, which pile is actually the money pile? All right, that one. There you go. My turn. All right, so
is this our last round?
This is the last one.
All right,
for all the marbles.
Pick a good network.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not quite a network. It's going to be a little cheating. It's on a network. It's kind of its own subgenre of a network.
Yeah.
This one's going to be a little interesting. I'm actually going to be a person right now. You have to pitch your movie to Adam Sandler.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Fuck you.
So, you were pitching a movie to Netflix of the new Adam Sandler movie.
You want a movie or a TV series?
TV series.
Okay.
Hey, Adam Sandler, here's a TV idea where you get punched in the balls every episode.
So yes, what TV series is Netflix going to produce based off Adam Sandler?
Okay, well, so far this is pretty easy, Adam.
All right. Let's see here. I've got one for you here, Adam.
All right.
First of all, big fan of The Ridiculous 7 or 8 or whatever it was. 9. I say The Ridiculous 9 because I feel like it deserved to be a higher number than that.
Yeah.
But I'm also a big fan of your movie, The Waterboy. I think that was there's a lot of pathos, a lot of story about I think football. Really taught me a lot about football. And about being a water boy. So we're going to do a remake of the cult classic Waterboy.
Ooh.
But here's the twist. It is not about the guy who brings water to a football team. It is about a sexy pool boy who, I don't want to influence you, but you or Kevin James could take this part as a sexy pool boy.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. And it starts off with that, but then you purchase a Victorian home only to find out, boing, it's haunted by wacky ghosts. And I don't want to tell you your business, but like if you're playing the lead role, Kevin James could be the wacky ghost. I'm sure you know some friends, probably
all the friends. Obviously.
Oh yeah, probably David Spade could be sort of a sarcastic ghost. I feel like George Lopez could be a ghost.
No, I think David Spade is going to have to be the water boy because he's just going to be shirtless the whole entire time.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've got for you.
I like it actually. That's high quality right there. That's super high quality.
Man, what's the name of this?
We're just going to call it The Water Boy.
No, I think it's got to be Water Boy. It's got to be B-O-I.
Yes.
Boy. All right. Oh man, I want?
I can go next if you're not ready.
Yeah, I'll let you go.
All right, let me go. All right. I got it here, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
I know 8 Crazy Nights, I think it was fantastic.
Oh, obviously.
I mean, I think people, just the fact that people weren't ready for it, So let me pitch you this. Instead of full animation, we'll Roger Rabbit this, and it's a live-action animated hybrid.
All right. I like it.
It's gold, okay?
Well, which part am I? Am I the...
You're both.
I'm both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You play you and a couple different really ethnically racist...
We're Jack and Jilling this?
Cartoon characters.
I'm loving this so far. Jack and Jill, but through different animations.
No, it's gonna be tough for you, Adam. You're gonna have to go through all of your really racist impressions. Your Chinese guy, your Jewish one. It's gonna be great. You're gonna have stretch. We're talking maybe even some Emmy nods. You know, you never know. Also, you're playing a blind 80s rock star. So, you've gone blind because you shot cocaine into your eyeballs one too many times. Which was like...
the best way of doing it.
Yeah.
It hides the track marks very well.
How many times is too many? Like, what is it? Like 2 is okay, but 3? I don't know where that level is.
He knows.
He definitely does.
He definitely knows. Okay, so you're kind of down on your luck. You know, you're not feeling up the girls as much as you're used to. You're more feeling up your nurse really to try and figure out where the fuck you are. And you kind of make up your own vision of what you think the world is, hence the animation and where that comes in. So it's basically how you see the world, really, in this really generic slapstick stereotypes,
racist,
of the most basest humor ever. We'll hire some Koreans to work overtime to animate the amount of shit I think you're gonna want in it. First the shit jokes, but. The main thrust of it is that you are the only one, because of your heritage of your old grandfather and what happened with him and his historical record. You are now following a series of clues to discover our nation's secret history. So now, obviously, George Washington will be played by Kevin James.
Obviously.
So Rob Schneider, I think, will be a good Abe Lincoln. I think he can do it. I think David Spade would make a great Hillary Clinton. But he's got the hair for it.
SNL will love that, honestly.
So yes, you are working back through presidents' secret histories, figuring out their deepest and darkest secrets of how goofy and weird they were. A lot of, slapstick animated humor as you envisioning what things are actually. And then, of course, we'll get the classic gag of, that's not what it really is in the real world on the outside. Oh, clever, Adam. Really clever. And I think the perfect name for it would be, Adam Sandler's Search for the Holy Grail.
Nice.
Okay, that's pretty good. I like it.
I love that.
I as Adam Sandler, I fucking love that.
All right, here's what I got.
All right.
We're doing a stoner comedy. Bread and butter right there, my friend.
Definitely.
About a pretentious and, dare I also say, clueless...
What?
Whoa. Child star.
I'm not sure. I'm going to check the rule. I'm going to check with the judges.
I doubled up on my descriptor.
I accept this.
Because, give me a break, they're all going to be man-children in an Adam Sandler movie.
It's almost redundant, to be
Dumb,
honest.
pretentious child star.
Yep.
Now, you are a former child star, actually. You grew up in a show that was basically, you were part of a heist squad, and you would go and rob a bunch of establishments, and you were the kid who was able to, sneak in through the small air duct systems or whatever. And that was kind of your forte. But now you're older. You blew through all your money, mainly on drugs, primarily weed, and now you're just kind of burned up. You're living in Vegas, where you occasionally will do a little show, but you're not really making much money. You're broke, you're a joke to all of your friends, and so you come up with an idea.
Okay.
This is an idea that is going to take a lot of your best buddies who have been mooching off of you for years as a child star.
I love how meta we're getting.
All of your Rob Schneiders and Kevin James and David Spades and Nick Swardson.
Oh my God, you remembered Nick Swardson.
Wow. Now,
no one remembers him.
Was he the one that was in the Child Star movie? Or?
Yes, he was.
Is Nick Swardson? All right, so there we go. Kind of a little tie.
No, wait, that was David Spade. He's the one in the porn one where he jacks off a lot. Yeah. Why do I know that?
It was David Spade. Okay. Well, Anyway, you guys are going to plan to rob 3 Las Vegas casinos simultaneously, Tower Heist style, over the course of the season.
I feel uncomfortable with how real that feels.
It seems way plausible.
There is a script in Adam Sandler's vault that is exactly that.
This is a reality TV show, honestly.
As far as a name, man, I do not have a name.
Man, we got to figure out something for this.
Well, see, here's the thing. He already did Ridiculous 6.
Yeah.
So I feel like the kid should be named like River, and it should be Rivers 10.
Rivers 10.
Rivers 10.
Okay, wow, that one just seems perfect because it's basically just an excuse for Adam Sandler and all his friends to go on vacation to Vegas. Let's face it.
Yes.
That's all these movies are in the first place.
Yep.
So you're getting the $10 million for that one, my friend.
I did like how we all factored that in. Like that was a necessary requirement.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I do actually really love you guys. I wish I had more money, but let's face it, I'm Adam Sandler. Like, Netflix is barely giving me anything to survive.
He's so poor. So no one.
I feel like I should be able to give you each $20 million for these, but you guys are just gonna have to accept the $5 million.
That's fair.
But we'll fly you out when we make the movies to take the vacation with us.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
So now do we count our earnings?
Yes, we count our earnings. Let's see what we all collected here.
For real, though, I feel like that script probably exists. I'm pretty certain.
I mean, I find it funny, but really sad because I know that's a real possibility that could happen at any time.
All right, I wound up with a budget of $40 million.
I have 55.
Oh,
25. Ugh.
I have 40.
You know what pushed you over
Oh,
the top?
I know exactly.
You know.
It was Lycan Dope.
Yep, Lycan Dope, which I believe is the best idea we all came up with.
Yes.
Anyone here.
Like
that was amazing.
That was that
It's
was
funny 'cause I'm actually usually not that great at these, but that one just spelled itself out.
Well, on that note, I think we can wrap up this episode. Again, if you want to pimp your stuff, guys, where people can find you and your stuff, the TV dudes and all that good jazz.
Well, you can find my comics and pop culture at Roguecast, which is at the Rogues Gallery Comics and Games site, which is www.roguesgallerytx.com. And
you can also find us every Friday, new episodes at thetvdudes.com. And you can also find me over at thebeerist.com, where I talk craft beer, new episodes every Monday. And you can follow me on Twitter if you want. I'm at Baron Von Grant.
Also, you can find us at our podcast network, Permanent Record.
Permanent Record. Well, thanks for
Why did
having
I
us.
just do that? That was super weird. Did anyone just feel that?
You have to. It happens.
It's a requirement.
Yeah, we don't actually ever intend to do it. It just happens.
It was in our rider if we were going to attend this.
I feel like dirty, like I did it against my will.
Thanks for having us on, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Of course. Thank you for coming with us. And as a thank you, we actually made a little something for you guys.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, we actually had just something a little made for you. So I know that you're a big fan of terriers.
I am.
So I looked up a movie poster involving terriers. And I know, Grant's a big fan of Lost. So I worked that in a little too. I had a friend of ours, Sammy Sayako, sorry if I'm mispronouncing it, Sammy, commission a little something in reflection of that for the TV dudes.
Oh, that's awesome.
What? I'm Jack, and you are Hank.
Yep, and you're
nice.
Hank. And it's the truck from Terriers.
Truck from Terriers.
I tried to model it after one of the posters.
Nice.
And a busted plane in the background.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, and we are beautiful anime characters.
Yes, we are.
Your little chibis?
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Of course. And,
Thank you, Sammy, and thank you, guys.
Of course. And for those listening, you can check it out on our social media pages where we'll have it up. I'll share it and show you guys what we're talking about. But it's some really good work.
That's awesome.
If you need some commission work done, she did a really good job for us. So definitely give her a shout out. And with that, definitely check us out on iTunes. Subscribe if you're there. It gives me a little tickle every time you hit the subscribe button. Just felt it right now. Oh, it feels so good. And if you want to give us a 5-star review, we, like the TV dudes, read whatever goes in that review box on the air word for word, despite how much I might regret it. So definitely use that to your advantage if you want me to say something silly or if you have something of your own to promote. You can also follow us at Twitter at UGO Podcast. Instagram's the same thing, or check us out on Facebook, or just hit us up with an old-fashioned email at unapologetygeekout.com. And with that, we're Unapologetygeekout, and we're out. All right, let's go find some Lycan Dope. Let's go hit it up. Let's tear this city up, man.